November is Better Bunker Play Month. This is how you're going to improve your bunker play. We had a chance to get outside for Breed's Basics. Let's watch.
A lot of things that you want to pay attention to when you're coming into the bunker. The first thing is that you want to go in with the rake. Now, don't go in with the rake where the rake is. That's going to be the high side of that bunker. I don't want you coming into this bunker from the high side. It's going to be really difficult for you to get out, and you're never going to be able to rake the sand the way it needs to be raked. So I also don't want you to come into the bunker in the line of where the flag is, because if you come in and you make all these footprints, heaven forbid you hit a bad shot and that ball ends up into one of your footprints, now you're going to be somewhat bitter. What I want you to do is I want you to come in on the low side of the bunker where it's going to be easiest for you to get in and out, okay? And when we go in towards that bunker, towards that ball, we're going to make sure that when we come out, we're coming out on the exact same path that we went in on. You don't want to have to rake two different paths because you're not really doing the great raking job, but I'm going to show you how you can rake better. So we're coming in this way. Set this down back here. Now when you come in, now there's some things that we need to pay attention to when we're hitting this bunker shot. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to take this club face and we're going to open it up. I like to open it up so that the leading edge is going, as a rule, to the middle part of my foot, right in the arch. If I need a little bit more distance, I'm probably going to open it up to the heel, and if I need a shorter shot, I'm going to open it up to the toe. So when I go here, opening it to the toe is going to look like that. Opening it to the arch is going to look like that, and opening it to the heel is going to look like that. As I get into longer shots, and also, if I'm dealing with really firm sand, I'm probably not going to play it really wide open because that club is then going to bounce right off of that firm sand, and the ball is going to go uncontrollably far. I do have a little bit longer shot here, but this sand is a little bit firmer, so I'm not going to open that up as much as I would. Now, we're going to take it, dig in the feet. I've got the club face in an open position, and I'm slightly open to the shot. The reason why I'm not as open as I might normally be is there's some wind going right to left. That wind is going to affect the ball, believe it or not. So I'm going to play a little straighter shot, and when this ball is done, I'm also thinking about where it is that I want to putt from. And I certainly don't want to putt from the far right side of that hole. So I'm not going to play a normal open shot. I want to get this thing maybe just at the flag or slightly to the left, and the wind is going to help move that ball over to the left-hand side. Club face is going to be open. Couple of keys that you're paying attention to. First, we're going to really feel like we're making a fairly full motion here. The body's going to have some turn as it comes through, and you're rotating up into a full finished position, particularly as I have a longer shot. The other thing that I want to pay attention to is the entry point of this club as it comes into the ball. I'm not necessarily thinking about trying to get this ball to come into the sand 2 inches behind the ball. That's almost an impossibility because when the club face is open, the heel enters one place and the toe is going to enter behind that. I actually am having, and now I'm doing this just for you all, I've got in my mind just a little channel. And that channel that I'm coming into is basically from the instep of my right foot up to the ball. So when I come in, and again, these are things that you would not normally do if you were playing in a tournament or playing in a round of golf, but because we're here, we are. All I'm focusing on is letting this club enter into this channel somewhere. And you can see right there that the entry point was right about there. So inside that trail line and before, obviously, the lead line. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm thinking about, where the entry point. Then body is going to rotate. 2 quick thoughts. And that distance was judged really well. I didn't quite aim that as well as I would have liked to because I don't want to be to the right side of that hole there. But all things being equal, and on this length shot, that's not a bad shot for me. Now, if I were to have a shot that was a little bit of a, say, a shorter shot, say I'm not going that far back, I'm going to have that club face a little bit more open. I'm still thinking about the same channel thing. I'm still thinking about the body rotation, but my tempo is going to be just a little bit shorter, a little bit slower. and that's going to come out, and that's going to be a lot softer there.